Hello, my darling Fumi Nation. How are you? How are we? My name is Fumidesaluvold. For those of you that are stopping by for the very first time, you are so very welcome indeed. Are we living and are we loving the fabulosity of this dress? I have to stand up and I have to show it off because it's got the front detail and it's got the back detail. Are we living and loving? Let me turn around so that you can see it all. Voila. Yes, baby. So we are living and we are loving. Yes. Ah, God. Beautiful, beautiful. And it's comfortable. Tight, I know, but I love. Before we start, for those of you that are asking, yes, we have the Jane Harris Wig Challenge and 27th is the last day. That is it. Why? For the simple reason that once she starts the class, it is a 4-day commitment, so she can't have you come in. Yes, they're selling out. Yes, there are a couple of tickets left, so go right ahead and take them. Change my life. I'm on my mogul path. I'm feeling so confident, so fabulous. Take the class and change your life. That's all I have to say about that in these streets, because when I tell you, it just gives you a sense of an aha. So I can build my brand, I can build my business. I don't really have a website, not a problem. I don't really have any capital, not a problem. I don't have time to be distributing, going back and forth with the post office for this, that, and the other, exchanging returns, different sizes, not a problem. Darling, when I tell you that this is a gift, really, truly, from me to you, you don't want to sleep on it. So we have a couple of classes left, and that is it. I know, you keep on asking me in the DMs. You can take it from Africa. You can take it from anywhere in the world. You can take this when you at 50. I started YouTube at 45. I don't know what to tell you guys. This class, this course, as a matter of fact, is a game changer and a life changer. That's it. That's all I have to say. So I am getting so many messages from you, and yes, I'm trying to read as many. You know what it is for me? I can have my assistant read your messages. I really can. And at some point and stage, I will have to really let them do all of it. But there's some gratis and satisfaction of me reading your messages because I know what I want. I know what I want. Needless to say, we have the beautiful Alicia. Hello, my darling, such a beautiful grand name. She says, I am so proud of you and I am a member and a follower. I was wondering if you would cover the DNC fashion. I know an unusual request, but I think everyone came out so very well put together. Anyway, keep up the good work and continue to shine. Oh, you're amazing. You're wonderful, and I live for you, and I live for you. So what is she talking about? The DNC? The DNC is the Democratic National Convention that was held in Chicago. And when I tell you, it was fabulous. And she's absolutely right. It is an unusual request, but I'm not a regular person. And I love things that are different. And I thought this, my darling, is different. Let us start with our fabulous Kamala Harris. And Kamala Harris wore Chloe. It was this camel suit, and it had a pussy bow blouse. I loved it. I loved the suit. I thought that it was well tailored to her. She looked gorgeous. She could move around in the suit. It can be hot, sexy, and tight. That's a different convention. But it lit her up. I thought the camel, such a lovely soft color. I live for it. As a matter of fact, don't I have like a camel suit somewhere out here in these streets? You know what? For me, get up. Wait, hold on. Because I have a camel suit. Yes, I do. I have this camel suit, and this is corduroy. Oh, baby, you don't even know. I live and I love it. I will wear it for fall. I have some nice fall pieces. And so I live for it. Love it, love it, love it. I thought that it was timeless, it's classy, and I love the shoes to boot. So Kamala, you were good to go. I lived for it. Then she came out again in a streamlined Chloe again. I loved it. It was navy blue, and the pussy bow was also blue. For the camel suit, she wore a cream blouse to offset, and that really lit her up. But when I tell you, this made her legs longer, the navy blue made her look slimmer. Girlfriend was giving me statuesque. I almost wanted, for whatever reason, I wanted to shout out Cindy Crawford. That was how I felt about it. Mama, you looked flawless, 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 flawless. I lived and I loved this very much. Then, my darlings, without a beat, when I saw Michelle Obama, I just bowed. This is how you dress when you mean business. You are covered up, but you show those arms. And she was one of those women that inspired me to get my arms together. Michelle Obama was wearing Monsmation. Baby, it was gorgeous. I loved the crisscross. I love the capri pant. As a tall woman, I get it. Show off the leg, and then she had kitten heels to boot. It was beautiful with the belt cinched in at the waist. She looked, this is one of the prettiest that I have seen Michelle. I just loved it. Very slim, gorgeously tall, and it complimented her in every way, shape, and form. Honest Mason was the one that designed this gorgeousness for Michelle Obama, and it was beautiful. It was giving me like a suit and a t-shirt vibe. That was how it was. She was just very much untrained, might I say. She was very much untrained, and these are the kind of looks that I like when you want to state something really seriously and you command the people's attention. How about that? She did that in this suit. Applause, applause, applause. Michelle, you did that. You did that effortlessly. This was everything. I loved and I loved and I loved. It was my beautiful, darling, gorgeous Kerrie Washington. And she wore $750 top and a $1,150 skirt. And it was by Santi Claire. I loved it because it was very much like a knit. And it was giving me that kind of 1950s vibe. And with the lace underneath, it was so feminine. Again, it was buttoned up and it was so pretty, feminine, pretty, girly, soft, complimented her, and she just looked pretty. Pretty is the word that I can use. Prettiness of it all was lovely. You looked absolutely beautiful. I loved the hair, that kind of pulled back, natural-esque. It took years off of her. That's what I want to say. When you get something that fits you properly and it complements you, your shape, your size. You see, fashion is one thing, but when you get it to really applaud you, oh my God, we no longer see the outfit, we see you. Do you know what I mean? And I saw her in this. That lace detail, sis, you didn't have to do me like that. But I lived and I loved. I did live and I did love. We had Gwen Waltz, and she wore Carolina Herrera. Class, timeless. We've seen this many a time. I love this. I love to wear dresses like this when I'm flying. I love to have them in a wool. I like to have them in a knit. I like to have them in different bold colors where I can have my accessories and I'm good, because I put a scarf around my neck and I can sleep. And because it's a wool, it's a knit, it doesn't get wrinkly and it covers up my leg. I can put the blanket further down. I'm good to go. Touch up my makeup when I arrive. Put on my sunglasses. Girlfriend is looking chic. Girlfriend is looking timeless. You look at it and you say to yourself, this could span from the 1960s all the way to 2024, and Carolina Herrera is good for this. Again, we're seeing a lot of the blue because that is the Democratic Party, and I loved it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I think it was absolute. It is timeless, and it was a good choice for her. First Lady Dr. Jill Biden came in with Ralph Lauren. She came in with a bit of glitz, and I lived for it because this is very much her personality. She says, baby, you know what? You better have me draped in all of this in my coffin when I go, because this is the way I want to shine on the other end. I want to be coming in and they know that's Jill. I loved it. I thought it was nice. I thought it was fun. I loved the heels. I loved that she brought glitter. I like the fact that she's celebrating her husband. She's such a huge supporter. She's so alive, and she celebrates life, and she celebrates her husband. And you know, it takes a village, and I would love to have somebody in my tribe to be dressed like this in support of me. And it matched Bill's tie. It complemented it. It was beautiful, 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 beautiful. Alrighty, my babies. We had the beautiful Anna Navarro. Anna Navarro wore a blue dress, and my darlings, that was by Sophia. Sophia is a wonderful fashion house that I discovered a few years ago, and I wore a Sophia skirt for my event. It was for reaching 500,000 followers. Absolutely gorgeous. And going forward for events, I lean towards Sophia because their price point is really, really reasonable for that good quality, and the style is timeless. Timeless gorgeousness, the fabuloso. You know how I am about blue, and you know how I am about pale blue. It's beautiful. The waist is snatched. It just complimented her in every way. I loved it. I absolutely did. Then we had Mindy Kaling. Mindy Kaling wore a $3,495 dress by Monique Lullier. It's gorgeous. It's nice. It is beautiful. I love the navy blue. This can also be worn to a dinner. It can be worn to a wedding. It's gorgeous, so classy, so timeless. I love her hair swept to the side with the cascading waves, the makeup, the red, that deep red lip was yummy, is yummy. I gasped because I was like, sis, you're giving it to us. We had Oprah Winfrey in purple, looking wonderful, and she was wearing Christian Siriano. Loved it for her. I think she looks wonderful and delightful, and her speech was powerful and strong. I like the shade of purple. It's rich, it's jewel tone, and I like that it was a pant. And is that a purple heel? That is a purple heel, I think. Oprah, you didn't have to do me like that. With her hair. Fabulous, 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 fabulous. Oprah is looking wonderful out here. You know what it is? I'm living and loving the power suits. That's all that I can say. I am living and loving what? I am living and loving the power suits. We also had, I think that these are the Dixie Chicks, and I loved it. I love the waistcoat and the pant, and then I love the suit in the middle, and I loved the gray jacket with the tights and the boots. I thought that they looked wonderful as a group. That's what I thought, because they had all kinds of celebrities coming out to support them. The last but not least, of which I lived and loved, we had Helena Hudden. She was in ALC. We had Mina Harris in Erdem, and then we had Ellen Emnoff in Custom Joe Ando. All three were beautiful, and that includes the tattoos. I thought that the socks with the shoes, with the dress, with the blue, with the glasses, it was as sweet as pie. All of them looked gorgeous, and that rustic rust color against this beautiful chocolate complexion, it just gave me life. As for polka dots, they are always stylish. Who doesn't like polka dots? And I think for me, what really set it off were the white heels. I lived and loved this very much, and thank you very, very much, my beautiful Alisa, for sending this wonderful suggestion, of which I relished in so very much. Do not forget to like, to subscribe down at the bottom, and tell me what were your favorites. And if I missed anybody, kindly remind me. It wasn't intentional. And if you want me to do the fashion for the Republican Party as well, why not? You know how I love fashion. All of my love. Kiss, kiss. Bye.